of course, you've been casting for a long time, but I think one of the reasons people notice the work in Dhurandhar so much is because there are so many faces that are not the usually cast faces in these roles. Yes, there are names like Ranveer and Arjun Rampal and all these people, Madhavan, but many of the people have gotten famous by, they've not been famous on screen to this extent. When you first met Aditya Dhar, when you first met him, the very first meeting for Dhurandhar, what was his...
For Dhurandhar, and I first met him when he was starting his first film. That never happened.
No.
Everyone know that story.
Yeah.
And I think I did 370. After we finished 370, then he said, I'm starting a very interesting film and I need you. I need you, not your team, not your assistant. I said, okay. And he said, to sun le script. So his DA and his Ojas started narrating the story. And trust me, for 4 hours, I didn't move from my seat. It was that well-written script. I think usse better script मैंने आज तक नहीं सुना था.
This was he had already written the whole thing.
Already written the whole script, and also he made a full presentation, the detailed look of the film also. Okay, this scene will look like this scene. Because today, because the AI time, and also you can create so many looks. So he showed me everything.
Right.
Okay, this is how the film going to look. And you won't believe, for like 15-20 minutes, I kept quiet. I said, wow, this is something really believe. And he told me one thing, he said, I will never stop you. I will not stop you, but make sure that you give your best in this film. I said, okay. I said, do you have any pressure of casting the known people? He said, no pressure. Even for all the part, whether it's Arjun Rampal or Akshay Khanna or Madhavan, so he gave me the full freedom to think as big as you can.
Yeah.
Or then make sure that there's no pressure on you.
Right.
Even if you think for this role, we can bring a bigger actor, think. If you want to bring a new actor, think. So don't, he just told me one thing, don't stop your thinking. And I think that's the magic happened. And I think he trusted, it's a very, and you know, I don't know how, have you ever met Aditya? Have you ever chatted?
Yeah.
So, बहुत ही cool है. He's very, always very calm, very crystal and clear about his brief. And he really trusts his HODs. Whether his production designer or DOP or costume, the Preeti, the makeup designer and everyone, and on me, he really trusts his team. तो वहाँ से शुरुआत किया, and I think for 20 मिनट तो मैं कुछ बोला नहीं. And he came after, he went out, he said, सुन ली? I said, bro, क्या सुना दिया?
So his assistant Ojas
narrated the whole story.
The
he said, he started the, Ojas started the narration. He sat for 10 minutes, मैं वापस आता हूँ तो सुन ले. I said, okay, he'll be coming back in तो बीच में interval में आया, कैसे लगे? He didn't say anything. He said, तो पूरी सुन ले. And I was like, okay. Then he came back after 4 hours. He said, क्या बोलता है? I said, bro, give me 15 minutes. Let me at least breathe properly, think how good the script is. Because script मुझे भी से the casting में also मेरे को भी थोड़ा motivation चाहिए कि then when I read the script, बस यही है. And he told me very categorically, very clearly that this film will break every single record. I still remember his line. Yeah. The music will be different. You see what I'm going to do with this film. People will only talk about this film in next whenever the film releases. And see what happened. Wow.
How did he have the confidence? Do you know?
I don't know. I think वो इतने सालों का जो उसके अंदर एक एक जुनून और जो मेकर का एक भरा हुआ होता है ना इतने साल से. After Uri for 7 years, he just he kept writing. Then he thought, okay, I'll start this film, I'll start that film. But he said, I will now make sure I'll kill it. And he did it. I'm so surprised. He's so confident. I think maybe because of his experience, he's believing in his script and the craft.
Right.
And he's not influenced by any other filmmaker.
Yeah.
He's not worried about opinion. He said, मुझे पता क्या होने वाला है. वो conviction on every single scene with what only him.